Good morning. All right. Good morning, everybody. Wednesday, April 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, day 97 of doing this. You sick of me yet? Maybe you are. Hope not. Get live on Instagram, see what's going on around here. How we doing this morning? Post it up in the chat, 1 to 10. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Right, right, right. Matthew Tolman is here. Right at the bell. Wendy, Wendy Lee's here. Whoa, Wendy Turner, soon to be. We're gonna have to rewind that. Strike that from the record. Bubba's watching. Jason Rector here is a 9. Good to see you. Brackish. David Brackett is here from Southwest Florida. We got Florida locked down this morning with Brackett and Rector. 9, baby, 9. Always room for improvement. Good to see you guys. I got a 60, what was it, a 66 on the sleep score this morning or last night. Up early, hammering on the laptop, getting things built out. I got big things planned. Using some of this stuff as I'm gonna redo it, put it in a library, and make something out of it. So, Dave Brackett, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Studio B for Bob. Coming at you live. We got the sun is out here in southern Maine. Look at that. Although the weather forecast for today says cloudy, maybe some rain, winter weather advisory. And then tomorrow, some rain. All weekend, rain and continued shitty. So, hey, it is what it is, right? So, good morning, Dave Howard. How are you this morning? I know you're at least a 9.5. Yeah, Dave, we're just going to get in a plane and come down and see you, Dave. Talked to my friend Anthony this morning in North Carolina, and he said it's going to be about 80 or 89 there today, or maybe that's tomorrow. So Judy Selby is here. Good to see you. Yeah. So we're looking for some better weather. It's coming. It's that tweener season time where you're just like, come on, man. Come on. So Wendy still watch. Come on down. Yeah. She be coming. So yeah. Well, we're closing in on day 10 of our prospecting playbook series that I decided to do 8 days ago. So today's day 9, 9 days ago. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about warming up cold leads. And we're going to wrap up tomorrow and talk about follow-up, give you guys a process for following up. And so that you're not just calling and saying those awful words, hey, just following up. Nobody wants to hear that, right? They're like, oh, man, that's that Bob calling again. I know I talked with him last week. I'll swipe him to voicemail, say I'll get back to him next week, right? It's all, guys, you're not special. That lead that ghosted you, they probably just got busy, right? I mean, how many times have you talked to somebody and you didn't hear from them for a week, finally get back with them? Hey, thanks. We just got back from vacation. Or, hey, sorry, I've been busy dealing with this that popped up. Just be respectful of it, recognize it, and say, all right, where can we go from here? How do we pick back up? Have you made any decisions yet? Most people don't follow up. Most people in sales don't follow up enough. When they do, it's kind of awkward and desperate and pushy. And so today I want to talk about reviving those cold conversations the right way. All right. With strategy and with empathy. You have a message someone, have a great conversation, send your offer over or send your proposal. And then it's like they lost your number, right? They're gone. Good morning, Tony Bowtie. We don't hear from them. We can't get a hold of them. And then maybe they surface, maybe they don't. Me too. I mean, I've had that, right? Those cold leads aren't dead. They're just sleeping. So today we're going to wake them up and talk about how to get them off the scrap heap without looking desperate. It's not a no until they say no. Have you heard that one before? Until then, it's just a not yet. So you really have to have that mentality. And if you're doing a lot of sales, this stuff really matters because you got to have a short memory, right? You got to be like that place kicker that just bonked one off the uprights, or the closing pitcher that just came in and, and emptied the bases, and it was, the game's over, right? You got to have a short memory. You got to come back the next day because they're going right back to you, right? Then it's okay. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Yeah, for sure. So, but life happens, right? Why do they go cold? Life happens. Like I said, they're unsure. Maybe they're afraid to commit. Hey, maybe they're shopping you. If they are, maybe you didn't do a great job on the front end. Okay. Maybe you didn't do a great job on the front end. Hey, on Instagram, we've got Touring Man is here anchoring our Instagram crew. The Tradesman Experience has joined. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility that you just didn't do a great job, and they weren't sure. So do better, right? But most of the ghosting isn't personal. It's kind of human nature. You ever walk into a furniture store? I like to do this. See if you can make it to the back without somebody tackling you, right? Those guys are on you, right? You just you want to be a ghost in there. I just want to look, right? That's a different experience, kind of different altogether. It's retail, but you get the point. You can revive this stuff without pressure or without guilt. How can I turn a no into a yes, is what Dave asked himself. Need more info to move them into a yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep dealing. Keep picking. Keep asking. Ask those questions. Be curious. Stay curious. Stay in the inquisition, as they say. Yeah. So you need a new follow-up mindset, possibly. One where you're not begging for the sale. You're just kind of reopening a door to help solve a problem. Isn't that what we're out there trying to do? We're trying to solve problems. Whether you're just a straight up, sales guy, whether you're a carpenter, I don't care if you're a dentist. We're all solving problems and hopefully getting paid for it. That's the way the world goes. So, your follow-up you don't want your follow-up to be buy now or else. Buy my stuff. You buy this car, right? Maybe it says, hey, still here if the timing's right. Just check it back. Hey, if the timing's right, I'm still here. Let me know how you want to proceed. Something like that. In fact, I got to do that today. A couple of you guys, I'm coming. Maybe there's a warm-up message, right? Here's a couple of things for examples for like a casual check-in. Hey, Dave, just checking in. Any updates on your end since we last talked? I didn't say follow-up. I didn't act creepy. I wasn't desperate. That's the casual one. Here's the reframe. Hey, Dave, totally understand if now wasn't the right time, but I was thinking about your whatever Dave's challenge is, and I had an idea. Would you like to hear it? A little question there, right? Okay, we're kind of fishing a little bit. And then there's one where you add value. Hey, Dave, I just recorded something on, boom, the thing we were talking about last time, right? I thought of you. Hey, would you mind if I sent it your way? Bam, send it over. Send them a quick, maybe it's a testimonial. Maybe it's a little thing that maybe you were quoting a deck for someone and they were talking about cable rail. And now you're like, hey, we just came off this job. Son of a gun, if we weren't talking about the same thing you and I were chatting about last week. Here's what they're doing there. I thought it might be of value. So, yeah. Dave says checking in. He uses that a lot. So, sure. And then if somebody's, if you're not hearing from them, just maybe a simple, hey, how did you end up figuring out X? If they were having an issue. Hey, how did that go for you? How did you end up figuring that out? Just, again, staying in the inquiry. Not being passive aggressive or combative or being pissed off that somebody actually shopped you, right? They do that. People do that, right? It's their right. They can go get another price. And there are sometimes you get on the phone to people, and I've done this, and I've been, being pitched before, and I've just set the expectation as the consumer and said, hey, listen, you can say whatever you want to say today, and you can lead me down the path. I'm not buying on this call. I'm going to go speak to Wendy about it. and I will call you back. But no matter what, I'm not buying on this call. And so when I did that, the salesperson backed off and was like, oh, okay. Well, what information do you need? I said, I need this, 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 and this, and then I will call you back. And if I don't, you can call me back tomorrow, whatever. So sometimes they set the expectation, right? Yeah. Give me your most challenging blank and let me help. Yeah. Love it. I love when people call me, like from a coaching standpoint. I love when people call me and say, I don't love it for them, but when they call me and they're having a big issue about something, I'm like, all right. I ask a bunch of questions. I get all the facts and I listen. I'm like, all right, anything else? No. Okay. Based on what I know, here's what I think we should do. And that's fun for me. I enjoy that. It's probably why I'm a coach. So, hey, when do you move on though? When do you just say, you know what? I'm out of here. Give them the old, hey man, you haven't called me back. Click, right? They still do that. Click. You know, maybe it's set the bar where you want. Draw that line in the sand. Maybe it's 3 to 5 engagements with 0 response. 3 to 5 follow-ups with no engagement. Have a great day and release, so to speak. Don't delete. Mark them for a 90-day revisit. Pop it on your calendar. I'm going to shoot them back a message in 90 days. Maybe something changed. Maybe a different person works in that office that you were trying to break into, so to speak. Probably a bad way to say that, but where you were trying to get by the gatekeeper or whatever. Maybe Janice is gone and Cheryl showed up and she's nice. I don't know. People circle back more often than you think. The key to staying top of mind without being the annoying guy is all this stuff that I'm talking about. Hey, I'm just checking in. Not, I'm following up. You're on my list today. None of that corny stuff. Okay. Just stay top of mind. However you can do that, go ahead and do it. Might be just sending something, dropping something off. Quick, hey, I was driving by, wanted to pop in, see if you needed anything. No? Okay, I'm out. Keep showing up. And then I would challenge you this. Okay, some action steps from this. Make a cold lead list. Who are these people? Who are these ghosts, right? Who are the people that went silent in the last 60 to 90 days? Write it down. Have a list that you work from. Like I mentioned to you guys the other day, Sunday I did like 30, just cold outreach, booked 3 calls. Monday, I'm like, well, this is kind of fun. That's 10%. Monday, I went, this is kind of fun. I did 22 more, booked 2 calls. So that's probably not too shabby. I mean, doing what I used to feel was kind of pretty creepy, just messaging people, hey, I saw your post. Hey, da-da-da-da-da. I coach people in a similar business. If you think it makes sense to jump on a call and have a conversation, I'd love the opportunity. Wow. Mark says, I like 5 circling back, then we'll drip some newsletters every few months. There you go. Good job. And hey, Mark, good to see you. Good morning. So make that cold lead list and then send 3. I'll challenge you to send three warm-up messages today using those templates above, in my notes here. So templates, where did I have them? Yeah, like the casual check-in, the reframe, the value drop. Pick one. Do one thing. I don't care if you do 3. Do 1. And then get, start a re-engage column on your list, right? Or in your pipeline. Track people you followed up with so you don't overdo it, right? You don't want to message somebody today and then message them again tomorrow. That's just disorganized. So the worst tracker in the world tells you, track that shit. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah. Dave says staff come and go. Absolutely. Things change, especially in 90 days. I mean, that's a quarter of the year. So check back. So your next client might already be in your inbox, guys. They just might need a little nudge. So I would oftentimes, when we think about prospecting, we think about sales, we start looking for somebody that we've never spoken to before. Man, how do I create a new, sales opportunity? Maybe there's a half dozen right in your inbox on the scrap heap, so to speak, that you need to nurture and need to develop and need to warm up. I would bet there's, 13, 15, 16 people on this call that if all of you guys did 3 of those today, that somebody would comment tomorrow, hey, guess what? I got a new lead, or I resurrected a lead. Just wake them up. Stop overthinking it. Start showing up again. Just casually, confidently, and consistently. It's not rocket science. It's the people that are willing to do that on a regular basis that are successful. And you ask them, if you ask any successful person, hey, man, what was the difference? Man, I just didn't give up. I just kept going. And that's the story in any of my races that I did, is that my mantra when I was out there on the course was, I'm just not going to let somebody out tough me today. They might be faster. They might be in better shape. They might weigh less, have faster bikes, collegiate swimmer, hate those guys. But nobody in my mind was going to be tougher than me on that day. So if you have that mentality with regard to sales, just do one more. You've read the book, The Power of One More by Ed Milet. Do one more. So what would it take to just do one more? I was doing that the other night. I was nodding off on the couch. I'm like, I wanted to get to 20. I wanted to get to 20. Hope I didn't mistype something, but I wanted to do it because I want to do more than that other guy might be willing to do. Good morning, Josh Baker. I missed you. Missed you on there in the chat. Good to see you. How'd you sneak in here? Dan Bennett, Tony Bataille, all you guys. Matt Tolman. Yeah. Guys, was this helpful? Pick something up. Maybe a little nudge to get you to kind of look back at those leads that you kind of went, not sure if they're going to buy. I heard somebody say the other day, they really pissed me off because they went and got another couple numbers. Well, people do that, and it's okay. It's your job to sell them, your job to show value, to add value, and to make it a no-brainer that you're the guy. And if you get good at this, you don't have to be the lowest price. You could be somewhere in the middle. You could even be the higher, what I'll call the high-priced alternative. But if someone feels like you're going to deliver a tremendous experience, they might buy with you, okay? It's not always about the bottom dollar for everyone. It certainly isn't for me. And I'm not made of money, but that's not how I buy. So Mike Nunez just popped in from Nunez Vineyard Management out in Napa. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, and you guys, the rest of you guys on Instagram, thank you for popping in. Guys on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for coming in. Today's day 97. We're going for 100. So 97 Wednesday, 98 Thursday, 99. So day 100, I think, if my math is right, will be Saturday, right? So that'll be fun. We'll talk about my first 100 days, right? Good times. I'm having a blast with it. I was up early this morning building out the future days and talks. We're going to talk about AI and chat GPT and extreme ownership and some sales stuff and life stuff. And so I've got a ton of stuff ready to go. And we're just going to keep our foot on the gas here. Keep showing up. Drip, 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 right? Every single day. And I don't want any of you guys to wonder if I'm going to be here at 8 a.m. on any given day. So as I always say, if you need me, pop it in the comments, DM me. We'll hit you with that. If Wendy hasn't already, we'll hit you with the link for the free 30-minute strategy call. Happy to give you my time. You'd be surprised how few people take me up on it. And no strings attached. It's not like, hey, get on a call with me and I'm gonna hammer you about one-on-one coaching. That's not the goal. Goal really truly is just to help somebody. Hey, if at the end of the call they say, you know what, man, I think this would help me, then let's go. We'll do it. And we'll see what happens. Alex Redmond is here. Good to see you. Got a job last week. We were 20K higher. Got it because I was the only one to follow up. My work here is done. Good job, man. Alex was at our event in Maine back in February. Got a chance to meet him. He works with, I want to say College Town Siding, North Star Bailey and College Town Siding down there with Bill Gustafson, one of our one-on-one clients. So it's good to see this stuff have a ripple effect. So good stuff. Dan Bennett, thank you. And thank you, Wendy, for putting the link in. I appreciate that. Alex, keep hammering. Good job. And good job on the video, too. You guys that are stepping up and doing some video, it's awesome. Glad to see it. And if you, what I'll do is I'll put my YouTube link in the Wendy, if you can grab it, that'd be great. I'll put it in the comments if she doesn't get to it before I end the call. I'm really trying to build that. I'm up to like, I don't know, 254 followers or something like that now, but trying to get that up there so stuff gets out to more people. I ran I saw someone else do this yesterday. So I ran the engagement for the last 90 days just on my Facebook personal page, and it was 249,000 interactions. So that's pretty cool. We're having fun, and we're getting out to people. And so when you guys comment and like and share, that matters. Boosts us up on the algorithm, and it ultimately helps me. But in the meantime, I'm helping you. I'm showing up every day, hopefully dropping some knowledge. And as I always say, if you pick up one nugget here or there, it's been worth it, worth your time, and certainly worth it for me. So anyway, I've got a busy day today. I hope you do as well. Wednesday, so we're turning the corner, heading toward Friday. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys. I appreciate you all. Hit me up if you need me. DM me, whatever you need. Talk to you soon. Take care.